Hi, I'm Gio Giovanni, and thank you so much for watching my channel, Word of Geo. In today's songwriting series, we're going to be speaking to the hip hop artist WestsideMoe from San Jose, California. Songwriting series is of course sponsored by Dream Machine Studios. Dream Machine Studios is the only location for the best recording, mixing and mastering, and engineering. Our studios can also be used as a photo shoot site. You can use it for your podcasts. Whatever ideas that you have, we will make them come to life. It's good to finally meet you, Westside Mo.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you. But I was knocked out earlier when you called me.
You was knocked out?
Yeah, I was knocked out.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just making sure all these cameras are on. Yay! Okay. I was
You can
just
see me.
listening
Well,
to
you can see me.
music
Everything's
while
good,
I
right?
was
You can see
waiting.
me.
Huh?
I said everything's good, right? You can see me.
Yes. I can
Okay.
see you now. We are all set. Oh,
Cool.
this is awesome. So you are my first Skype interview that I'm gonna be
Dope,
doing.
dope, dope. I was gonna ask you that too, dope.
Yes, you are. I wanted you to be the first one because I was listening to your music when I discovered you on Lum, and I was like, "Yo, this guy is so dope. I want to know
Appreciate
everything."
you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Appreciate you.
and I don't want this to be like an interview, like I'm freaking Barbara Walters or something. Nah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Let's breathe. Let's breathe.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so how did you get into? Well, okay, first of all, tell us your name.
My name. I go by Westside Mo. My real name is Uche Chukwu. My father's Nigerian, so that means God's will in the Igbo language. That's a Nigerian language called Igbo. So my first name means God's will, Uche Chukwu. So, but growing up, I've always been that rap kid. So since high school, everybody's been calling me Mo because that was my artist name. So a lot of people don't realize my name is Uche Chukwu or don't realize I'm Nigerian or African until I tell them.
Uche Chukwu is a beautiful
Yeah,
name.
appreciate you.
I have a few Nigerian friends, so I definitely know
Okay,
about the Igbo language and the whole
dope,
thing.
dope.
So that is so dope. When
Yeah,
did you start rapping? Like, when did you start rapping, and when did you get into music?
I've always had like a way. I've always had a way of words. I've always been a very outspoken person, very charismatic, even since I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
But I started off writing poetry. I was always into poetry since a little kid, so I would write poems. And one day I was like, I want to rap. I want to be on the stage and perform. So I started like writing lyrics. But back then I didn't even know the format or structure. I didn't know what a 16 bar verse was. I didn't know what a
Yeah.
chorus was. I didn't know none of those things. So I would just those yellow notepads. I would grab those yellow notepads and I would just write a full page and tell myself, oh yeah, I wrote a song. So now we tell people I got songs. I got songs. And
Right.
by the time I got to high school, I would be writing lyrics and stuff. And my friends would be like, "You're always writing. Like, when you gonna start recording some songs?" And whoop, like, hey, been to the studio before? I'm like, I never been to the studio at this point. I've always been writing stuff, writing poems, writing lyrics. So the first time I finally went to the studio, one of my good friends, his father used to record at their house. So he was like, "You should come to my house one day." My dad records. So he came over and I started rapping. And like I said, I didn't know what a 16 bar verse was, so I just started trying to like record a whole page on my notepads. So I'm just rapping and rapping and rapping and rapping. They're like, "Damn, that's dope, but when you gonna stop? Like, how
Right.
many bars is that?" They asked me, "How many bars is that? And where's the 16 bars? And where's the chorus? And all these things I didn't know. I didn't know what they were talking about at first. So I'm like, damn. So I had to learn all those things, but that's where I started. In high school, I started actually recording things. So.
Oh my God, that is so dope. That's similar to what I did growing up because I started off with poetry as well. I would go
Yeah.
to these slam poets. The New York. I used to live in New York for a minute, so I
Okay.
would go to the New Yorican cafe, and you could just get up on stage and spit. Do freestyle. So that's what I would do. My name was Church Girl because
Wow.
I at first I wouldn't curse in any of my poetry or anything like that, and I would wear like these dresses like I was going to church because I grew up in the church. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So this one dude was like, "Yo, you look like a church girl," and I was like, "I am," like, that became my moniker, church girl. But
Yeah.
as I became more comfortable with the the scene, I started. Hold on 1 second. It's telling me my battery's low.
Charge that thing up.
Okay, we all charged up because we got a conversation going. Yeah, so
Right.
I started just becoming more comfortable as an artist, and coming into my own self. And then those poems became songs, and that's how I really started off as well, was with poetry. And I would record my own stuff on, those little tape cassettes, those little,
Yeah,
those little recorders.
yeah,
I just knew I was hot shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, yeah.
found all of those tapes. I have like 30 tapes of all the songs that I did when I was younger. I'm gonna record them too. I'm gonna release all of them.
You gotta bring those back.
Yeah, completely. And I would write down. I would always find like a piece of paper or, a napkin or something, and write write my lyrics. And I was reading that Eminem did the same thing. And he got like a bag of all of his lyrics that he ever wrote. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying?
the
So
way.
it's like, yo, man, that when you're a writer, you're just a writer. Where
Yeah.
did you grow up? How was it growing up for you? Where did you grow up at?
Well, I got a crazy up story, not too crazy, but a little crazy. Like I said, my father is Nigerian, but my mother is just African American, as they say. I don't really like that term, but to reference with people, African American. My mother's from Chicago. So like
Mm-hmm.
growing up, I got the best of both worlds. I know what it's like to be, African and African American. You know what I'm saying? We all black, we all melanated and enriched, but it is a huge difference. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm basically a black sheep of my family in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because like in a good way though. If there's ever a good way to be a black sheep, I guess that's me. You know what I'm saying? But I am a black sheep. Like on my father's side, I'm never African enough. You get what I'm saying? And on my mother's side, I'm too African. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like it's always growing up. I've always been fighting that balance and everything. But now that I'm growing, I'm sure of myself and everything, confident in myself and everything. It's like I'm glad I went through those things because now I can be the person that can bridge the gap for both sides. You get what I'm saying?
Wow.
But growing up, I'm from the Bay Area, San Jose, California. Growing up in the Bay Area is like the Bay Area is like it's literally like its own little world, basically. It's like its own little community, its own little like ecosystem, everything. Like the Bay Area has so many different, there's so many cities. It's such a huge population. It's big, everything. We're our own culture, all type of things. Like, and I tell people all the time, California, like Northern California, Southern California, they could be their two own separate states. Like we're all California, but there's huge differences. You know what I'm saying? From both sides. But like I said, growing up in California is dope. We got great weather. It's a huge music communities out here and everything. But it's just also challenging, because now that music is so accessible, everybody can pick up a laptop and start making beats. Anybody can go to the studio and record music. You know what I'm saying? Which is a beautiful thing. But at the same time, I just feel like a lot of people aren't really sure why they're doing this, or really know why they're doing this, or why they want to do this. They're just doing it because they think it's the cool thing to do. So I advise a lot of people that's making music to really do it for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. It's like everybody wants to be a rapper because it's a cool thing to do now.
Yeah.
And they don't really have anything to say. Like
Correct.
everybody,
Correct.
like I remember like hip hop used to be. There was something to say, like even with like gangster rap. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for
Like
real.
Ice Cube and Pac, they were talking about the streets, what was happening. It was like basically they were reporting from the streets what was going on with the cops. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
And I feel like now it's like this floss hip hop where everybody want to floss, talk about, how many bitches they got, all they
Yeah.
watches and or whatever. And it's like, okay, I get that because that also comes from not having anything as well.
For sure.
So it's like, got something you want everybody to know.
Exactly. No, exactly. I honestly I feel like it's coming back though. I feel like history's repeating itself. I feel like substance is coming back. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people is tired of just hearing the floss rap like you were saying. I think everybody's tired of that. I think people are ready to hear someone talk about something now.
Yeah.
So that's why for me, like I try to be balanced in my music. Like I'm very intelligent, but at the same time I like to do ratchet shit too. So
Right.
every single time, every single song, I'm not trying to be conscious and everything, but I do want to
Right.
provide a song for you that is conscious. I want to have something for everybody because I'm very versatile. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, but at the same time, I know what I'm doing this for though. You know, I'm not confused in the slightest bit. So like I said, but for the next person, it's like really just understand what you want to do. And even if the floss rap thing is your thing, make sure you can master that. Really master that. You get what I'm saying? And find a way where it's not boring. Like maybe create a persona behind it, something. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, I really do feel like substance is coming back though. That's why I feel like I'm getting a lot of good feedback right now, because a lot of my music is substance. So a lot of people are gravitating towards right now. They want to hear that sound. You know what I'm saying? Like when I drop the ratchet stuff, it's not really getting the same feedback as it usually got. Now they want to hear my stuff that has more substance, which is dope to me because I got that all day. You know what I'm saying?
I love Eradicate on Site. Tell me about that song.
Appreciate you. That song, I recorded that song like I started off wanting to like develop it into a real song with a chorus and everything. But like lately I've been getting into the mode sometimes where I'll have a certain feeling with a song and I'll just keep going. It will start off with a 16-bar verse and maybe a chorus or something, but then as I'm practicing my verse or writing my verse, I'll just like the flow what's going, and I'll be like, man, 16 bars not enough to get this off my chest. I want to really get this off my chest and just make it just a full on gas track, basically, where I'm just gassing the whole time, you know. One of my producers had sent me that beat, and when I first heard it, I'm like, this is a dope beat because it's not something I usually do. It's like a future based, like EDM kind of beat, you know, like slash hip hop kind of beat, you know. So I took it as a challenge, and I'm like, how can I really like make this have the most like shock value in a sense, you know what I'm saying? When I drop this, instead of me doing a normal song to it, you know, like I could have tried to do a normal song and maybe have some type of like club chorus, something on that because of the style of the beat, you get what I'm saying? But that's I wanted to throw a curveball basically. I wanted to throw a curveball and just do what wasn't expected. Yeah, so I feel like the track overall is just something you wouldn't really expect. You get what I'm saying?
Try to play me. Oh man.
Eureka.
I'm a big dog, yeah, little nigga, use a pup. I'm a ball hog, I just wanna win cause life's a sport. Yeah, I like my money long, baby, I don't wear no shorts. If a bitch try to play me, I'll cut her with no remorse. I'm a big dog, yeah, little nigga, use a pup. I'm a ball hog, I just wanna win cause life's a sport. Yeah, I like my money long, baby, I don't wear no shorts. If a bitch try to play me, I'll cut her with no remorse. Young niggas, we big boys in that field, homie, that's one sack. Little nigga, use a little pup. Move along, eat your Scooby snacks. No more Gucci, had to fall back, cause all the broke boys wearing that. When you called, she was sucking my dick. She answered and told you I'll call you back. Tryna be a legend like Kobe Bryant. Every 24 that nigga ate. Focused on my own plate. When you pocket watch, that leads to hate. Baby telling me she loving me. Okay, that's easy, let's raise the stakes. Secure the bag like Amazing Race. Stack and pray, that's amazing grace. They love to kick it, no MMA. Cause I be flexing like Johnny Cage. M.O.E, making obstacles eradicate on sight. In the dark we shine.